Oh, you'll have to wait to find out. That's probably true. Music on sticks.
I want your record.
Great.
Fuck on the because of this was not black.
sitting like right here, pushing seats. That's how old we are. We're sitting there, we're watching the Simpsons. Rachel Nelson get played. Like where they are, we're watching that. They do the little album. But I don't know.
When do you want to do that?
It was just like watching the regular stuff.
That's got to be nice.
This is like Ryan.
When they were done, it was a great job. Yeah, that's what it's the Amber Waves and the stuff like that. It's Amber Waves and cool.
Jason? Kyle, let Ron fix it. We'll get set up.
Hey, Grace, come up. I play cymbals on the first cadence. Just exit out.
Where's the other?
Tim, those two are all
John's on base.
Yeah. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. That's on. Not a count. I counted 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Okay.
Hi, my name's Dave Balsack, and I've been working at this camp since it first started at the summer portion of the camp in 1989. This first cadence we're going to do is called the entry cadence, and it's the only one that's lived since that first year. Okay, John.
Set.
stadium, and we just did a standing still today. The next piece we're going to do is called Plum Ketchup, and I don't know what the title means either, sorry. Basically, the last piece and the next three that you're going to hear are the things we've been working on in the morning sessions. What we do is at 8 a.m., we start in a big hot room in Powers Hall and work on, with these big boards, we work on technique on big boards around the room with rubber wrapped around them. Really basic, but they really help us to work on technique and get the hands moving and just work on all the basic skills that we've been learning to become better percussionists and just get the technique going. Then at 10 o'clock we move outside and work on these cadences. Now, as you'll see, every day the students get to play a new instrument. One day they'll play bass drum, the next day they'll play cymbals. By the end of the week they've played all the instruments in the drum line. So this is what you're seeing right now is the result of our work in the morning sessions. This cadence is called Plum Ketchup.
All right, I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce some of our staff members. Besides myself, we also, and John, there is CMU percussion instructor Dave Zerby, senior from Central Michigan University Mickey Martin, band director and graduate of, guess where? Band director from Jonesville, Michigan, Ron Taylor. And from Petoskey, Michigan, a CMU marching section leader, Becky Kalinsky, who's not here right now. She had to leave early today. And manning the camera up there in the back, Joe Shvoka. And the inspirational force behind this, the professor of percussion from CMU, Mr. Robert Honer. The next cadence will be performed is called what? Red Market. And don't ask me where the names come from.
we're going to play for you, it's called Grapes, and I think it'll be fairly easy recognizable if you listen to the bass drums. I'd just like to say that all the cadences that we played were written by either current or former members of the percussion studio. And what we like to think of the value of doing the different instruments is not only so they get to play the different instruments, but so that when they go back to their drum lines at home, they can apply those lessons and teach them to the other students. So here you have the results of our morning, and this cadence is called Grapes. It's written by Dave Balasek.
Yeah, feel my legs, David. Just bring them. No. Oh, yeah.
This is my third year here. I have learned.
I wondered how you'd be so prepared. It didn't occur to
Last
me.
year it was 92 at 11 o'clock in the morning. Remember how hot it was? Like in July. Oh. They only played for about 15 minutes last year. But it was right.
interesting parts of this week was on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday we had the opportunity of having clinics with the Glassman Drum and Bugle Corps. They were here from Toledo, Ohio to give 3 clinics and then a concert on Wednesday night. And it was really neat because we got to see a pretty different approach to rudimental playing, the drum corps style. They came in on Monday morning and we had a clinic with the battery, which is that is the snares, the basses, the cymbals, and the tenors on Monday. And they showed us some of the things they do with that, the warm-ups, and they played through some of their show for us. And on Tuesday, we got a chance to work with the drumline on marching techniques, which is something that is really important in the drumline setting because, at least from my experience, I can play all I want standing still and I can march all I want, but then when you put the two together, it's really, really hard. So it was a good opportunity for the staff and the students to work with the Glassmen on the marching techniques. On Wednesday, we had a clinic with the pit ensemble, or what we call the front line, and we saw what they got to do with some of their keyboard work and other auxiliary instruments that you see here. On Wednesday night, we got a chance to come down here to the stadium and see them perform their 1996 DCI competition show. That was a great opportunity for us to see a full drum corps, brass, guard, and percussion work through the music that they do for competitions, and it gave the students a really good idea of what it takes to put that kind of ensemble together. So that was a really neat opportunity. The next thing we're going to perform, this is kind of the main part of our show. We have 2 features for you. On Sunday night, if you remember the ensuing melee that occurred when you came in to register, we tried to register and then get the kids to do placement auditions, and the results of those placements are what you're going to see here. We put the students in 2 groups, and they're going to perform 2 features for you. First one, actually they were both written by our staff member Dave. They were both arranged by our staff member David Zerby. And the first piece is a piece by Gustav Holst. Any of you that have attended band concerts at high school have undoubtedly heard this. It's a pretty famous melody, and it was arranged by Dave Zerby. It's the second suite in F, the March, and conducting is our staff member Ron Taylor. Set. Mark. Time. Mark.
when we got started, we were a little late this morning, so that was actually the first time today that they've had a chance to run through it. So I told them that they could have a second chance if they wanted it. And you guys want a second shot?
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to run it one more time for you.
Okay, this is Old Second Suite, the second time. Mark! Time! Mark!
He's got it in the bag. We have a number of door prizes donated to us from the various companies that have sponsored our workshop. One of our biggest sponsors is Yamaha Corporation, who donates the white percussion line for us to use for the week. So let's have a round of applause for Yamaha Corporation. All right, our first door prize is a t-shirt from Vic First. And that goes to George Rosansky.
Come on up, George.
Good job, George.
Our second door prize is a t-shirt from Promart for Nick Harrington.
Come on, Sean. Stand here and
And another ProMark t-shirt. It says, Ian Steenhagen, come on.
All right, more t-shirts.
A pair of birch handled mallets from Mike Balter Mallets to Crystal Haswell from Freeland High School. Put it down by her feet or something. Next, a Rick Birth t-shirt for Bill Nessel. Hey, Bill! Excellent. Another pair of Mike Balter mallets to Scott Brown.
All right, Scott.
And someone wrote on their name on their entry form, I want something cool. So the cup of ice water goes to a pair of drumsticks from Regal, Aaron Lehman. And another pair of mallets from Mike Balter. Now I think that this is the camper that has came the furthest this year from Long Island, New York, Lori Gerard. Although she does not set the all-time record. 2 years ago we had a student here from Hawaii. That's right. Pair of drumsticks from Regal Corps to Joe Brisky. Well, you don't have to take it if I pronounce your name wrong. Other pairs of sticks? What do we got? Regal? ProMark. Quick sticks. ProMark quick sticks to Tim Backlund.
All right.
Another pair of mallets from Mike Balter to Mike Hoyt. All right. Brass mallets for bells by Mike Balter for Tim Kurtz. Some quick sticks to a student from Grand Ledge High School, Mr. Dave Spalish. Waverly?
I knew I was drunk.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Okay. Some Jazz Vibe mallets for Jason Leonard. Jason is in his third year here at CMU Percussion Camp. Next we have a pair of xylophone mallets from Mike Balter for Doug Smith. We'll keep going until you're ready and then stop. All right, a pair of blastics from Regal Tip. Plastics by Regal Stip for John Chenoweth.
You can still use it. I know. Yeah, I'm glad
Like the
for
last
my
part of the
school.
last type.
Balter Rosewood keyboard mallets for Kyle N. Kyle N. Riganakis. That's why I kept it safe. Good try. Next. Another pair of sticks by Regal Tip for Dan McDonald. A pair of drumsticks by Vic Bird for Adam B.
Here, hold these for me.
A pair of ProMark sticks to Megan Charbowski to put in her custom stick bag that she won last year.
With her symbol.
And to put on her ride symbol that she won the year before.
She didn't win the symbol this year.
Some more mallets from Balter for Andy White. Andy.
Great boy.
Maybe now that I won some mallets, I'll
How many pairs?
give that all my left. How many count?
Sticks by Vic Firth for Nick Backus and Brad Van Patten and Ryan Gall and Dan Kerstecki and Aaron Good. What's left? Regal stick? Regal stick. A pair of Regal Tip drumsticks for Tim Mockney and Bill Weingart and Kyle Peterson and
Yeah, I'd say like black jazz.
Kelly Dazinski and Jake H. Jake and Matt Moore and Kelly Radaway.
Fill it out, Kelly.
One more. And Aaron Mosher. Ready? Well, we'll finish then. We're going to like 4 more, okay? And 2 more pairs of Regal, well, 1 pair each. Pair of Regal Tips for Corey Brokaw. Corey? Right there.
Right there.
And John Martinich.
Getting it.
Two more things.
Battery. Oh yeah. You all see me. Some water there.
For a pair of Mike Balter mallets for Andy Gossett. And Regal Tip mallets, multiple use mallets for Dave Belsack. scoreboard mallets for Chris Yingling.
Oh, thanks, Red. I know. Hey, those are sweet. I know. One day, everybody. These on my tongue.
That's what I used to do.
Okay.
You got the voice.
Is that how it goes?
The last piece we're going to perform for you today is originally written for orchestra by Johann Strauss, who I believe was the Waltz King. But this is a polka. It's the Thunder and Lightning polka, arranged by David M. Zerbe for Marching Percussion Ensemble. One, two, one, two.
Hi, we're gonna play that one more time like we did the first one. For them also, it's the first time they've been able to play it today. But while they're readjusting a couple things, their last rehearsal, I'd like to tell you about a couple things. First of all, I'd like to personally thank a person that we have here today. The last couple of years, I've had the privilege and the work of putting this camp together as the chairman and co-chairman, and this year that job went to John, and I'd really like to give him a hand for putting that together. It's a lot of work. Besides arranging all the housing and all the getting the Yamaha instruments, talking to the sponsors and getting their help, getting all that stuff together, he was also partially responsible for bringing in the clinicians. And one of those clinicians that we're going to have later this afternoon and tomorrow morning is Anton Fig. He's the drummer for the Tonight Show band, or Tonight Show, the David Letterman Show band. He is, ooh, I know, be careful there. He is going to be here this afternoon at 3 o'clock or possibly shortly thereafter. His flight is delayed right now, and so we're hoping he gets here by 3, but within Should be within 15 minutes to a half an hour of 3 o'clock. No problem. And you are all invited to come to that. If you'd like to stay on campus, it's going to be in the Kiva, which is located in Moore Hall, which is right over here, and we can give you directions to that later if you're interested. You're certainly all invited, and it's a free clinic, so we'd love to have you there. It looks like they're about ready, so here's Thunder and Lightning Polka, the true version.
Better version. Set. Hey!
Oh, it stalled. How did you get 5 minutes? Go over there, tell
Trying to play fun here. Go ahead and play over it.
Okay, here we go.
Yay.
Set. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Before we select the winner of the grand prize, door prize, the symbol from Zildjian Corporation, I have a couple of business announcements to take care of. As soon as the students are dismissed, we ask that each of the students help to take some equipment back to the music building I'm sure as parents of percussionists, you've been through this before. But if everyone could just help by grabbing something and put it in your car and take it back to the music building, we would be indebted to you for that. Secondly, after they do that, they have to go back to the dorm and turn in their linens and their key and their food card and check out of the dorm at the front desk.
Is that it?
Yeah.
If you have any questions about like where things are or how to get to the Kiva for the drum set clinic, just feel free to come up and ask us when we're done. So here we go. Drum roll.
Chris Yingling. This is very fitting that Chris wins this because he was the monster cymbal player all week. He really dove in to his part in the cadence and on the feature. So on behalf of myself and the staff, I just like to say that I just had a great time all week, and I'd like to thank all the campers for really putting in 110%, and they had a great attitude all week, and speaking for myself, I had a great time, and I hope they did too, so thanks for coming. And thanks a lot.